Hello, my name is Albert Orange, and welcome to XFL football. We are entering week 2 of the XFL 2023 season. We're going to be watching the St. Louis Battlehawks take on the Seattle Sea Dragons at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. This is going to be a play-by-play announcement slash just general commentary by a kid who has never, ever played the sport of football. That is a gridiron football, all right? Real football, all right? American football. Here we go. They're kicking off, and the returner receives, and he's going to be taken down at the 15-yard line. Not a lot of gainage, if that's even a word. Here we go. Seattle is going to start off this drive. I actually wanted to jot down things that happened during the drive, and I haven't done that at all yet. I wasn't prepared. I didn't prepare myself to do this, but I have prepared myself in memorizing a few of the players' names. All right, here comes Ben DiNucci. He's gonna get the ball and he's gonna lob it deep for who was that? Oh gosh. For Jordan VC. Here we go. All right, I got it all on my iPad. By the way, I got it all on my iPad. I got every single player and their number for each team, for the Battlehawks and the Sea Dragons. DiNucci lobs it over. That was Blake Jackson for a few yards. It's third down. All right. Here we go. June Jones is the offensive coordinator. I got some juicy facts on him. Oh, they didn't even gain anything. All right, I guess I didn't pay attention. Let's see. Ben DiNucci gets the snap. Oh no, it's not completed. And it's fourth down, 4th and 10. That was intended for Jacour Pearson from Mississippi. Yeah, I even got their colleges. Here we go. We're going to punt. So that was not a productive first drive, but hey, it's only the first of the game. There will be many more opportunities. Punt returner gets tackled down at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes into the game. And here we go. Bruce Gradkowski and A.J. McCarron. Gradkowski is the offensive coordinator for the Battlehawks. A.J. McCarron, the quarterback for St. Louis. Now let's see what they do over here in Lumen Field. Apologies for the cough. I've been doing that for a long time now. Feeling pressure. He's going to get sacked. Oh! Nico Lalos with the sack. It's really nice having every player's number. Like, I took the time to jot down each player's number onto a Google Sheets spreadsheet And by jot down, I really mean copy and paste from Wikipedia, okay? AJ McCarron is looking to make an opportunity. He hands it off to who's the running back? Wait a minute. The running back's number is 0, and I don't have it. I don't have him on my iPad. I have no idea who that is. Why was his what? Who is that running back? There was no player on any roster on the internet that I could find that had the number 0 as a running back for the Battlehawks. But they stopped him. The Seattle defense has stopped him multiple times. It's now 4th and 14th. So 2 unproductive drives. So here we go. I'm going to jot down first drive, Seattle punt. Second drive, STL punt. And the return at the, what is that? The 22nd yard line. Yeah, that runner wasn't going anywhere. Who the heck is that? His jersey number is 0. But, I have no idea who that is. Like, what the heck? Let me just look it up. Let me look it up. Because I got the running backs as, let's see, Kareem Walker, Mateo Durant. Looks like they only got two running backs. Let me look this up real quick. St. Louis Battlehawks. Roster. Oh, Brian Hill is another one, but none of their numbers are are 0. So I don't know who this guy is. St. Louis Battlehawks running backs. Here we go. I'm going on sportsgambling.com. We're on a commercial break right now, so let me just figure this out right here. I just don't know. I don't know who this guy is, man. God dang it. Oh, dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. Is it Steven Mitchell? No, it's not. Steven Mitchell's number is 22. Unless, like, every single roster that I found is just completely wrong. Like, the XFL doesn't even have... Who the hell is number 0 on the St. Louis Battlehawks? Gosh, dang it. Here we go. Ben DiNucci. Back at it again. Let's see if we can do something. 5 minutes in to the first quarter. Hands it off to, let's see, his number is 25. Let's see. It's Morgan Ellison for a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. The snap. DiNucci is looking. He's going to make a rush for it. Gets the first down and then a little bit more. All right. There we go. Okay. Donnie Abraham, the defensive coordinator for St. Louis. I got some more juicy facts on that guy as well. I even researched all the freaking coaching staff. Well, maybe not all of it, but, you know, I got the coordinators, the head coaches. Morgan Ellison, for a few yards, gets tackled down at the, what is it? What is it? I didn't get to see. I need to start paying attention to, like, where on the field they get tackled. Seattle's coming up of a loss to the Defenders. They are at the 46-yard line. Okay. 2nd and 5. And DiNucci down the middle. Down the middle to Blake Jackson for another few yards, just short of the first down. Let's see here. 3rd and 2nd. I should say 3rd and 2, by the way. I think that's the appropriate terminology. DiNucci looking for a first down. He's gonna look. He's gonna run. Oh, picks up the first down and then a little more. 1st and 10. DiNucci. Here we go. DiNucci played for let's see. Who did he play for? Didn't DiNucci play for Alabama? I think I got their colleges mixed up. Because I think DiNucci played for Alabama, but I got it there on my iPad as James Madison, so I think I forgot to I think when I was sorting and ordering the every player and their number, I forgot to also include the colleges. That's my bad. But I'm pretty sure DiNucci played for Alabama. It said so on Wikipedia. Hands it off to Morgan Ellison. Oh, he's gonna go over a man. Nearly gets taken down, but he gets the first down. Wow. Fantastic play. Morgan Ellison makes a man miss. And makes for a hard hit right into Elorm Lumor. This is pretty fun, just looking over at my iPad and just like looking at their numbers. Brandon DiNucci down the middle, down the right hash. Damian Willis with a nice gain of about 7. It's actually 6. 2nd and 4. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's see. They're well within field goal range. Oh, with the fake. And the pass down the middle to Ja'Cour Pearson for a first down. All right. I'm feeling good about Seattle's chances here. You know, they're at their home field. You know, they're coming up off a loss. St. Louis, you know, they don't know what Seattle is. All right. St. Louis is nobody from St. Louis goes to Seattle. All right, let's just be honest. They don't know what Seattle is. They're going to lose to Seattle. I'm calling it right now. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Ben DiNucci takes the snap. Hands it off. Hands it off to Brendan Knox. Makes a nice gain, but he's short of the first down. Oh boy. There's June Jones with his parka jacket, and his microphone, and his headset, his hat, his notepad. They're at the 11-yard line. Can they do it? It's 3rd and 4. DiNucci goes deep into the end zone. Misses. It was intended for Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon used to be with the Seahawks. You know, among other places. He played at New England. He played at Tennessee with the Tennessee Titans. Bunch of NFL teams. He was with the Chiefs, I think, last year during their Super Bowl run. So that's going to be a 4th down. But not to worry. Here is Dominic Eberle. He kicks it up and it's good. And so Seattle gets on the board with a field goal. So, you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Here we go. Seattle. I'm putting C, short for Seattle. C, field goal. FG, all right? So the score for that will be 0-3, because that's what it says on the scorecard. Because the St. Louis is going first. 0-3. I'm figuring out how to be a broadcaster. Alright. I'm gonna skip over this Popeyes commercial. Because I can. Because I started out late. Because I don't want to see any more commercials. And because I wanna upload this a lot earlier. And they stuck a camera to a fish at Pike Place Market, and they're passing it around. That was a weird... And there's Ben DiNucci catching a fish. Oh my goodness. My God. Why do people do that in Seattle? It's weird. It's just weird. All right. Dominic Eberle with the punt. Not the punt, the kickoff. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. The punt returner makes a nice gain. Gets tackled down at the 25. There's Jim Haslett taking off his headset for a little quick interview. 13 plays, 61 yards for this field goal drive. I'm writing that down. Here we go. Here's St. Louis. Hands it off to the running back, who I still don't know what his name is. And I can't see his last name because he has dreads. Should I be worried? Because I always say that a running back with dreads is just like, I mean, they're always gonna have a problem. But so far we've been handling them fine. So I like how I'm saying we like I'm part of the Seattle team. By the way, I do think that they're gonna win because I'm biased. All right. That was a pass to Marcel Aitman. Right? Is that Aitman? Yeah, that's Aitman. That's got to be Aitman. I'm trying to figure out who number 0 is. I don't know who this guy is. It can't be AJ McCarron because he's 10. Looks to the left, incomplete, intended for Brian Hill. And now it's 4th and 2. And AJ McCarron's going on to the sidelines. He couldn't do anything. Oh boy, I'm feeling good about this. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And St. Louis. Oh no! Is that a false start? Oh, there's a flag on the field. Well, what is that? What is that? I don't gotta turn up my audio because I know that they're gonna call the whatever it is on top of the scorecard. Francisco Villar, the referee, offside. Okay. On what's his name? Rogerster Man Ferris. Oh my God! That granted them a first down. McCarron to the left, incomplete. Intended for Aitman. That just gave him a first down. Because it was offside. My gosh. So is Marcel Aitman, okay, yeah, he's a wide receiver. Okay. Marcel Aitman is a wide receiver. They hand it off to the running back, whose name I don't even... I'm trying to look closely at the screen to see if I can figure it out, but I just don't... I don't know what it is. Is it Kareem Walker? I don't know. 3rd and 8. A minute left to go in the quarter. McCarron gets sacked! Gets sacked by Sharif Miller for a 4th down. Oh my goodness. And St. Louis, in their second drive, I guess 3rd drive? I don't know. Oh my God, that snap was not what you want. That was gonna be for a punt, and that snap was a little low. And AJ McCarron couldn't do anything there. Unfortunately, St. Louis punt. You know, they had 2 opportunities, and you know, they couldn't do it. So I'm feeling good about this. Maybe they just got lucky last week. They're coming up off a win against the Brahmas, I think. Here's Danucci. Down to the left. Oh, a good pass made by Blake Jackson as I look frantically for his name on my iPad. And time ticking down to the end of the first quarter, which ends with a fantastic pass by Ben DiNucci to Blake Jackson. Good little sack by, what was his name? Sharif Miller, right. Okay. That was pretty cool. Let me skip these commercials because I don't like them. Let's just hope that the internet can work on my computer. Jesus, how long are these commercials, man? My goodness. There's a Febreze commercial. You know, I saw a Febreze commercial earlier today where it was this girl and a guy in their car, and the guy gets knocked out by some like stanky air freshener coming out of the girl's car, you know, and because it obviously has to be the guy, right? The girl can't get knocked out because that's violence against women, right? But the guy can. Okay. And then they hear about Febreze, and then they get the Febreze air freshener. DiNucci, wide open! Oh my God, it's Ja'Cory Pearson going all the way! Touchdown! Sea Dragons! A 54-yard reception by Seattle. My goodness. Pearson, 54-yard touchdown. All right. And they are going to go for a 3-point conversion. Well, let's see if they can do it. DiNucci, gets hit right before he makes the pass, but it's completed, and Josh Gordon catches it, and the Seattle Sea Dragons, I almost said another team there, are up on the board 12-0. Wow. And that was just light work for DiNucci. He made pretty much the first drive, the first play of the drive, right? The first and only play for Ja'Cory Pearson, who caught it near the 30. And it was just open road for him. He was just wide open. Wow. Well, there's Jim Haslett. Jim Haslett, honestly, he looks like like Pete Carroll's younger cousin. You know? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Pete Carroll just you know? Like if he made an Instagram post saying happy birthday to my younger cousin or something. Here is the kickoff return by who was that? Darius oh gosh, his name is getting cut off. Darius Shepard, right, okay. Wow, what a play. What a play by Seattle. They're going to come back here. They are going to come back. Or maybe this is just going to be like a tale of two halves again. A.J. McCarron misses, incomplete. 2nd and 10. My goodness. St. Louis had a comeback against I don't know who it was. I think it was the Brahmas in week 1. And then Seattle also had a good first half against the DC Defenders, and then they let up too many points in the second half. So it's like, what's going to happen in the second half? That's the real question. Oh boy. The Seattle Sea Dragons playing the Vegas Vipers. Saturday, March 4th. At 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. I'll try to make a mental note of that. 3rd and 1. A.J. McCarron tries to get a first down here. Let's see. A.J. McCarron down the middle. Oh, was that caught? That was caught. Austin Prohl makes a first down. There's Bruce Gradkowski. He was a quarterback with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in 2008. No, not 2008. From 2007 to 2006. And he played with Anthony Becht, who is the St. Louis Battlehawks head coach. And Anthony Becht was a tight end for the Buccaneers, and Bruce Gradkowski played, the offensive coordinator for the Battlehawks, played with the now head coach of the Battlehawks. Isn't that interesting? Anthony Becht played with Gradkowski, 18 receptions for 115 yards with a score. And here is Gary Jennings with a nice little run. And the Battlehawks are on their second 1st and 10 of the drive. Let's see if they can do it here. A.J. McCarron takes his hands out of his pockets, gets the snap, hands it off. Mateo Durant for about a 1-yard gain. Actually, no yards again. I suck at seeing where they get tackled. They are 14 yards from field goal range. Let's see how they can do. A.J. McCarron passes it to Marcel Aitman, but I think that was broken up by Peyton Jones. Chris Peyton Jones. That's his full name. Chris Peyton Jones. Here we go. 3rd and 10. The St. Louis Battlehawks hoping to keep the drive alive. A.J. McCarron is going to rush for it down the middle. He's going to get the first down and well into field goal range, but the ball comes out. And it looked like Seattle was going to swoop in and recover the ball, but St. Louis recovers it, and I don't even know if that was a fumble or not, because he was already on the ground. But it's still St. Louis's ball. And they are well within field goal range. Actually, just barely. A.J. McCarron to Mateo Durant. Gets nothing. And let's see this replay here. A.J. McCarron rushes the ball, and he's down before the ball comes out. The ball came out. It's still their ball. Let's see. A.J. McCarron drops back down the right hash. Complete pass to Steven Mitchell. But there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Let's see. Let's see what this is about. What is that? He's hitting his arm. Roughing the passer on P.J. Hall. On the Sea Dragons. So I don't know what the penalty for that is. Because I don't know what any of those referee signals are. I gotta say, I really don't like those the outfits that the refs are wearing. They look really baggy. Not gonna lie. They look oversized. Mateo Durant. Nice gain of about 6. Am I right? Is it going to be 3rd and 4? 2nd and 3, actually. Okay, and I don't even know what the down is. My goodness. And they are very close to the Seattle end zone on the 6-yard line. Mateo Durant gets the first down. It's 1st and goal now. They're at the 2. Well, here we go. St. Louis looking to get on the scoreboard. Mateo Durant pushes through. I think that might be a touchdown. They're waiting for them to call it. And let's see. I guess they were short. They're inches away from the end zone. And they're going to push forward, and that might be it. That's a touchdown. Battlehawks. It's now 12-6. A.J. McCarron with a QB sneak. All right, then. Let me put that down real quickly. St. Louis, McCarron. Oh, they're going to go for 2 points here. All right. I'm going to go for 2 points. 2-point attempt. Not bad. Not bad. That means they're going to start out at the 5. McCarron down the middle. Oh, they get it. Marcel Aitman with a reception for 2 points. And St. Louis cuts the Seattle lead by 8 points. It's now a 4-point game. Do the math on that in case you forgot what the score is. All right. There's 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter. But I am skipping over the commercials skipping over this Whopper, Junior Double, Jibble Whopper, Possible or Bacon Whopper. I love this steak. Can I just skip over these commercials? I'm not buying a Swiffer Wedget. I'm never doing that. So why are you showing me? Oh my goodness, the connection is just like, it's actually not bad. Here we go. It was taking a long time to skip over the commercials for whatever reason. Let's see here. Lumen Field is I'd say like probably like 50% packed. There's not a lot of people there. I mean, with the seats that are open, you know, there are a lot of people there, but I don't think they have like every single seat available. You know what I mean? Like they only have like the first or second deck there, and not like the upper decks. And it's 32 degrees in Seattle, Washington. A little bit of wind, 7 miles an hour. And the punt return, oh, he drops the ball, picks it up, and he scrambles, tries to get some more yards. Oh, he makes a nice little comeback from that after dropping the ball. Couldn't quite get a hold of it, but he made it to the 26-yard line. All right then. Jesus Christ. Panaswick, what's his name? Mike Panaswick with steam coming out of his head, out of his bald head. My goodness. I wonder why that happens. Ben DiNucci down the middle. It was caught by, what's his name? Charlie Tumapayao. I don't exactly know how to pronounce his name. There's been multiple pronunciations that I could find, but I'm rolling with Tumapayao because it sounds cool. They're 2nd and 1 now on the 37th yard line. DiNucci hands it off to Brendan Knox. Makes a first down. That was a nice little rush there. They're at the 48-yard line. First down. Let's see if Seattle can do something here. DiNucci is looking all day. Oh! Makes a completed pass to TJ Hammonds. 2nd down. Why do they keep showing the XFL schedule on the screen? I can just look it up. Wait, I thought the oh wait, no, that's for this week. Okay. All right, never mind. Let's see. They hand it off to who was that? Who are you? Who? The odds to win XFL championship, the Renegades or the Roughnecks, the top 2 favorites to win the title. Jeez. That was the handoff to Brendan Knox. Brendan Knox is number 28. Okay, I gotta remember that, because I know Morgan Ellis is 25. But Morgan Ellison, I'm sorry. DiNucci is feeling some pressure. He's going to scramble a little bit, and he's going to throw down the left. But it's incomplete. Intended for Pearson. Had a little bit too much coverage on him. And it's 4th down. Well, let's see. Let's see if they can... Oh, are they going to go for it? No, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to punt. Cameron Nitsialik with the punt. Damian Shepard with the return. Let's see how he does. And it's going to be a fair catch. Coughing. Oh, gosh. My goodness. And the Battlehawks are deep in their own half. All right. Let's write this down. Seattle punt. Okay. So far we got 2 punts by both teams. A Seattle field goal. St. Louis punt. And then they got a first down right before they attempted the punt, and then they still had to punt. Then Ja'Cour Pearson scored a touchdown for 56 yards. A.J. McCarron with a QB sneak for a touchdown. And now Seattle with a 3-and-out. 4-and-out? No, 3-and-out. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I gotta skip through these commercials, man. When am I gonna do that? I'm too busy writing stuff down on my notepad. Alright. I don't want a car. I don't plan on using Chewy. I can just buy some stuff at Walmart or freaking PetSmart. If I ever decide to treat my dog nicely. You know, my dog's birthday is coming up, actually. It's less than a month from now. It's gonna turn 10 years old. I still remember when I first got him, you know. He was just a little tiny little pup. Just the cutest thing in the entire world. And now he's still really cute, but he's just, you know, he just makes me wanna, you know, just makes me wanna, like, look up any local dog fighting rings in my area. Here is the run by St. Louis. I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't say anything there. Mateo Durant for a few yards. 2nd and 6. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Somebody outside my house just beeped with their car. Let's see here. Am I still recording? I am. Okay. Looks like my audio is way too loud. 3rd down. Hold on, is my microphone sensitivity... Let me see what it is. No, it's where I left it. It's at like 60, 62% or something like that. 3rd and 2. St. Louis is 2 for 5 in 3rd downs. A.J. McCarron over to Steven Mitchell. And he gets the first down, but there's a flag on the field, and it might be on the defense there. Let's see. Referees are discussing. Oh, yeah, roughing the passer on the defense. Who was it? No, that was a face mask. Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't know anything about these hand signals that the refs make, but it was called. I think it was called on Jordan Evans. So there's Jim Haslett. You can see his breath as he jots something down on his little sheet of paper there. A.J. McCarron hands it off to the running back there. Makes a nice little 3-yard gain. And Jordan Evans is looking on the sideline. So his college is Oklahoma. So I think I got the defense colleges right, but since I separated those from the offense, that makes me think that that I got the offense wrong, because I'm pretty sure that Ben DiNucci went to Alabama, and I have him here as him going to James Madison. So what happened here? What happened? What happened? 2nd and 7. Why are they cutting to commercial? Jim Haslett, the Sea Dragons head coach, is discussing something with the referees. I don't plan on using Geico. I don't plan on buying a Swiffer WetJet. Okay? I don't plan on buying Sotico. I just saw a man in his underwear show up on my computer screen. I don't need to see a man in Speedos on my screen. What is this? What was that commercial? That was just so unnecessary. All right. Clocks. Wait a minute. Let me look at this XFL rule. Clock stops on first downs after 2-minute warning in either half. Okay. So the clock just doesn't stop. It's just not going to drop until the first down gets a top. And I'm gonna party till I'm rock. No, I'm gonna party till I rock, cause the party won't stop. Cause can we get to the game already? Can we? What's going on here? Oh, it's the 2-minute warning. I think that's why it went to the commercial break. All right. Okay. All right, then. St. Louis is going to try to do something here. They're on their own 45. A.J. McCarron to Marcel Aitman for the first down. Here we got a crotch shot of Bruce Gradkowski. Does he have a beanie on? I can't see. They literally have, like, the worst camera angle on him. Actually, it could be worse, but it's still, like, really awkward because it's looking, like, right up at him from down below. And he got sacked! A.J. McCarron got sacked by Tuzar Skipper, but there's a flag on the field, and I think it might be called on the defense. And it's on the defense. Why? What happened? It was an offside by Sharif Miller. Why? Sharif Miller, who made a sack earlier in the game, now it's 1st and 5. All right. 1st and 5. And the clock has stopped. So there's 1 minute, 51 seconds. Now it ticks down. And Marcel Aitman with the first down reception. Just short of field goal range. Let's see here. Let's see what they can do. My computer is charged up all the way. I don't need to charge it anymore. Let me take it out of the wall outlet real quickly. Let's see if A.J. McCarron can do it. He's looking to the left. And that is, I keep forgetting his name, Mateo Durant with the reception for just a few yards. That was not a first down, was it? Wait a minute. Oh, we did get a first down. Oh. All right. Let's see here. They're well within field goal range. McCarron deep into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended for Steven Mitchell. The coverage was too much. Bryce Thompson was on him. Denied. All right. Let's see here. Am I still recording? I am. All right. A.J. McCarron. Oh, there's a flag on the field. Oh, boy. No, it's not a flag. It's just a St. Louis timeout. Okay. All right. I saw everyone just, stand up from their athletic positions. So it's a St. Louis timeout. 1 minute, 22 seconds left on the time. Yeah, I said that very professionally there. All right. It's pretty cool that I get to watch hockey if I wanted to. You know? I've been seeing The Last Dance. I saw the 3rd episode last night. My goodness. What a show. I mean, just an amazing show. It's so cool. A.J. McCarron deep. Oh no! Hakeem Butler with what would have been a one-handed catch for a touchdown. But he couldn't quite grab a hold of the ball. And oh my goodness. He couldn't quite get a hold of that ball, and that would have been a fantastic catch by Hakeem Butler. My goodness. And the Battlehawks take another timeout. 3rd and 10. 1 minute 16 left in the game. Oh my goodness. He couldn't get a hold of the ball, and that would have made for just a devastating score by the Battlehawks. Wow. The Battlehawks have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and 10. Here we go. They've had some time to deliberate, strategize. They could take a field goal if they wanted to. But A.J. McCarron is not going to do that. A.J. McCarron is going to look. He's going to get sacked! Oh, the ball came out! The ball came out! Oh, the ball keeps coming out! It's recovered by Darius Shepard on the Battlehawks. But my goodness, they are going to lose so many yards and the clock keeps on ticking. And A.J. McCarron was so close to getting sacked. The ball just kept coming out. A ref just fell down. My goodness. Half a minute left in the quarter. And they're gonna run down the clock. They're gonna kick a field goal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why did that ref fall down? They're gonna take a timeout with 10 seconds left in the half. Is that Anthony Becht? They keep cutting to him. I think that's Anthony Becht. Yeah, because he's on the sideline. Yeah. 4th and 25. Are they even within field goal range anymore? There's June Jones screaming from the sideline for whatever reason. The Sea Dragons OC, I don't know if they're even within field goal range. They're on the Seattle 39. Oh no, that's not a field goal. That's going to be a punt. All right, well, that's a coffin corner, and that's going to be the end of the half. All right, halftime has arrived with really devastating play by the defense on Seattle. Tonight, 83 yards allowed. Last week, they allowed 117 yards, which it just said it was the second. What did it say? The fewest by any team. 177 yards. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, the Battlehawks are going to receive in the second half, and they're going to look to make a comeback. All right, and take the lead in the second half. I'll take a sip of this water. All right. All right. Should we just skip to the second half? I mean, or should I take a break? I don't know what I'll do here. I don't know what I'll do. Should I take a break? I don't feel like taking a break. I feel like I could just keep on going. You know what I mean? I don't know who number 0 is on the Battlehawks, I'm watching a For Hims commercial, and people who are naked, making out, something about Viagra. I don't need that, okay? Alright, not because I have issues getting hard, as For Hims is saying, but let's just say it's because of other reasons, okay? All right. Maybe perhaps it's no confidence. Let's just say that, all right? No let's just say the attracted the magnet doesn't attract many metals, if you know what I mean. Let's just say that the fish are a little out of the bay, if you know what I mean. Let's just say that you know what? I'll shut up and just keep on. Okay, there's Ron Zook giving a halftime speech. And Ron Zook, who was with the Florida Gators and the Illinois Fighting Illini as a head coach. He was with numerous teams, had numerous defensive back coaching and defensive coordinator positions, you know. And he was with Kansas City in 1999 as a defensive back coach. He was with New Orleans as a defensive coordinator from 2000 to 2001. He won the SEC Eastern Division title with the Gators in 2003, the Big Ten Coach of the Year with Illinois in 2007. And guess what? He worked under Jim Haslett in New Orleans when they were both in New Orleans. And speaking of Jim Haslett, yeah, he head coached New Orleans from 2000 to 2005, and he was a head coach at what else? At the Florida Tuskers in the United Football League in 2009. In 1979, he was the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. He was a linebacker at Buffalo from 79 all the way to 1985, and with the New York Jets in 1987. All right. So there you go. I did my research. Okay. Did my research. And let me tell you about Ron, or let me tell you about June Jones while I'm at it. Okay? He was a quarterback with Atlanta, with the Atlanta Falcons, 1977 to 1981. He was with the CFL, Canadian Football League, Toronto Argonauts in 1982. He was a head coach at Atlanta Falcons from 94 to 96. He was with Hawaii, Manoa. He was with SMU. He was with the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the CFL. He was with the Houston Roughnecks in the XFL reboot in 2020, where he won the Head Coach of the Year award, and he was a head coach and the general manager at the Houston Roughnecks. And he was with the Spring League Conquerors in 2020 as well. And that's your Seattle Sea Dragons coaching staff. All right. So I did my research. I'm getting all the context. All right. And you know what? I'll be nice to you, and I'll tell a little bit about the Battlehawks coaching staff in a few. All right, maybe during a commercial break. All right, but I just wanted to cover the you know, the Sea Dragons coaching staff, you know. And let me just skip through these commercials. Oh, I think halftime is almost over. Is it? I gotta fill in my March Madness bracket, by the way. I gotta do that. Let's skip over these commercials. And yeah, okay. Halftime is over. Let's see. The first half stats. Rushing yards. Seattle leads by 54. Seattle leads in every category except for time of possession. They lead. They got 159 total yards, 150, 105 passing yards. The Battlehawks have 49 rushing yards, 39 passing. So Seattle has been a force to reckon with here at Lumen Field. I say here as if I'm actually at Lumen Field. I'm not. I'm recording from the comfort of my own garage. And here we are, about to start the second half of a Seattle dominant game. And here is Dominic Eberle with a kickoff. I hope his name is Dominic. I hope I got that right. There's a punt returner, Darius Shepard. Yeah, it's Dominic Eberle, Darius Shepard with the return. The Battlehawks receive in the second half of the game. There's Anthony Becht with his hat, his headset, and his jacket. He's gesturing towards the field. He's looking towards the horizon. He's going to try to make the most of this second half. Well, here he is. A.J. McCarron. The ball gets batted away. And it's incomplete. Got batted away by Austin Faulu. Austin Faulu. All right. Second and 10. A.J. McCarron. 9 for 16, 60 yards. Here we go. The handoff to Mateo Durant, who gets pushed back behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third and what? Third and 9. A.J. McCarron. They got the live mic on him. Which I can't hear. He's going to drop back a little and make a nice little pass to Hakeem Butler. But he's going to get pushed back. The Seattle defense is just going to deny him a first down. It's 4th and 1. And they're going to punt. They are going to punt. And that's another 3 and out by St. Louis. All right. So, let me put that down here. St. Louis, STL, punt. What happened? Anthony Becht doesn't look too happy. There's Jim Haslett. Oh, the Battlehawks called the timeout. What are they going to do? Why are they calling a timeout? What? They just going to go for it? What's going on? What's going on over here? They going to go for it? No. They still got their punter out. What happened? Why'd they call a timeout? I'm sure they had a good reason. I'm sure they did. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And, the return. It was not a good return. No way. No way St. Louis recovered that. No freaking way. My goodness. St. Louis recovered that. The ball wasn't caught. Ja'Cour Pearson didn't catch the ball. And St. Louis is going to... Yeah, Ja'Cour Pearson did not make the catch there. He was going to return the punt, but he did not make the catch. And for the moment, it looks like St. Louis is going to receive the ball again. So Jim Haslett's talking to the referees, and it's 1st and 10, and it looks like St. Louis is going to get the ball again, this time in the Seattle 23-yard line. Oh my goodness. A.J. McCarron. He's going to rush it a little inside the 20 for a 2nd down. Why did that happen? Did that really have to happen? No way. No way they're going to make a comeback here. No freaking way. That's not going to happen. No way that's going to happen. Nuh-uh. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. A.J. McCarron, Darius Shepard, he is going to get tackled down behind their line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 11. Ja'Cour Pearson could not catch the punt. And that was just unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. A.J. McCarron, down the middle. And a complete pass for Hakeem Butler. Seems like I know more Seattle or St. Louis Battlehawks players than I do Seattle players. But they're going to be short of the 1st down. So they are going to go for a field goal here. So it's 4th and 5. 11 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 36 yards. And the kick is up. And it doinks the uprights. And it's no good. It's no good. And that was... Who was that? Who was there? Who was their kicker? Anthony Becht looks disappointed. Oh, it's Donald Hagman, the the third? Yeah, the third. But his number is 2. I have him down as 30. Why? His number was 30 on Wikipedia and heck, even the XFL website. His number is 2. Why can't the XFL get their players' numbers right? Wow, so that was that was just a disappointing drive by St. Louis. It started with a punt that was that was dropped by Ja'Cour Pearson, and St. Louis still manages to get a 3-and-out. They go for a field goal and they doink it. Wow. They doink it, and the doink was actually pretty cool because the ball came back in the opposite direction, like towards everyone else. Wow. How are the commercials in a better quality than the actual game itself? It makes no sense. So here we are, 8-12, Seattle. And Seattle begins their drive here. There's Chris Payton-Jones with the face tape over his nose. He's talking into the microphone. Oh no, did his dad die? Oh, okay. That was upsetting. Rest in peace to Chris Payton-Jones' dad. That sucks. Ben DiNucci is gonna try to make something out of it, out of this drive. Make a crushing blow to the St. Louis team. St. Louis doesn't know Seattle. DiNucci hands it off. Morgan Ellison. The ball came out! The ball came out! Morgan Ellison fumbled the ball! And it's St. Louis's ball! And Kevin Atkins with the fumble recovery. The handoff to Morgan Ellison couldn't hold on to the ball well, and that was Kevin Atkins with the fumble recovery, and that's Seattle's second turnover. And here's A.J. McCarron, deep down to the right, intended for what's his face? Gary Jennings. Gosh, okay, that took too long, but that was incomplete. And great coverage by Chris Payton-Jones, denying Gary Jennings of what would have been a spectacular reception from A.J. McCarron. They hand it off to their running back, who doesn't get a lot of yardage there. It's 3rd and 8. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's Chris Payton-Jones. A.J. McCarron to the left hash. Complete pass to Austin Proehl, who gets the first down of about 13 yards there. And they are marching towards the promised land. Let's see if they can do it. What is their running back's name? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me pause just to see who that running back is. The one with the number 0. What's your name? Why is the quality so bad? Okay, his name ends with an R. So, is it Walker? Is it Kareem Walker? Is it... I mean, who could it be? It can't be Brian Hill. Because I can see the back of his jersey. Even though, like, the first part of his surname is covered by his dreads, I can see that his name ends with an R. So it's either Kareem Walker. I mean, that could be the only option there. Is it Kareem Walker? Hold on. Let me continue on with the game, but I'm gonna look up Kareem Walker's real number, okay? Because I got him down as 20 on my iPad. I got him down as 20. A.J. McCarron to the left. Oh! That was intended for Gary Jennings. But Lyndon Stevens, with great coverage, denies Gary Jennings. Gary Jennings is just getting denied all across the board. Lyndon Stevens with the coverage there. Incomplete pass by A.J. McCarron for a second down at the Seattle 29. A.J. McCarron deep for Hakeem Butler, and it's incomplete. It's third down. And that could have been another touchdown reception for Hakeem Butler. And he could have had it. He had it. It was in his hands. He couldn't get a hold of the ball. He couldn't get a hold of it with a one-handed attempt. Couldn't get a hold of it, and then there's who I think to be Kareem Walker with a few yards for a rush. I should say with a rush for a few yards. Anyways, I don't know how to announce games. Anthony Becht is yelling at the ref. He's got his hands out to his sides like, dude, what? There's Donnie Hagman. Donnie Hagman is number 2, okay? He missed the earlier field goal attempt. And here he is for 44 yards, and the kick is up, and it's good. And so St. Louis is down by 1 point. And here we go. Hold on, I forgot to write down what happened on the Seattle drive. Seattle fumble. Okay. And that was what, Morgan Ellerson, all right? Ellerson, all right? And then St. Louis got a 44-yard field goal from Hagman. So let me tell you about the St. Louis Battlehawks defensive, or not the defensive. Let me tell you about their coaching staff. I told you about Anthony Becht, about how he was a tight end at Tampa Bay. Well, he was also a Tampa a tight end for the New York Jets, for St. Louis, for the St. Louis Rams, for Arizona, for Kansas City. That was all between the years of 2000 and 2011, and so he was a tight ends coach for the San Diego Fleet, the American. What is it? The Alliance of American Football League. I think that's what it is. The AAF. And that's the head coach for the Battlehawks, the OC, Bruce Gradkowski. He was a quarterback at Tampa Bay, 2007 to 2006. He was in St. Louis in 2008 at the same time as Anthony Becht. He was with Cleveland. He was with the Oakland Raiders. He was with the Cincinnati Bengals. He was with Pittsburgh. He spent 3 years there in Pittsburgh till 2016. He coached St. Francis de Sales School in 2022. He was the head coach there. That's his coaching career so far. It was that and with the XFL Battlehawks. And then Donnie Abraham, the defensive coordinator. He was a cornerback for Tampa Bay from 1996 to 2001, so not really on the same timeline as Becht and Gradkowski. But he was still with Tampa Bay. All three of them were in Tampa Bay, and Donnie Abraham was also with the Jets, 2002 to 2004. He was with the Orlando Apollos. He was a defensive backs coach there for the Orlando Apollos. I forget which league that was. Orlando Apollos. That might have been like some sort of Orlando Apollos. Let me look that up real quickly because I forgot to mention which league that is. Hold on. Orlando Apollos. Let's see. Orlando Apollos were a professional American football franchise based in Orlando, Florida, with the Alliance of American Football. Okay. I don't know if that league is still operating yet, the AAF, but there's Morgan Ellerson. Gosh. What am I doing? Morgan Ellerson, the nice little rush for what I believe is going to be a second or third down. Second and 6. All right, then. Well, there's Ben DiNucci. Hands out for the snap, drops back for Morgan Ellerson. A pass made. And a little run made for a first down. So it's 1st and 10. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. I can't speak for whatever reason. Isn't it weird how, like, I have a hard time. I'm currently having a harder time speaking with all of this research, all of this knowledge that I've acquired. Uh, but when I didn't have such knowledge or research, I could speak just fine. But now it's just like what's going on? Maybe it's the cold. I don't know. 1st and 10. What? Wait. What happened there? What happened there? Hold on. That should have been because he handed it off to Morgan Ellerson. He made a gain of about 4 yards. So that's not a 1st and 10, sir. That should say 2nd and 6. Why is it saying 1st and 10? What's going on with the scorecard? Was a flag put down? What? Ben DiNucci with a rush, and he is now in St. Louis territory. And they're saying it's a 2nd down. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. They're saying it's 2nd and 5. I think that probably should have been a 1st down by then, but I guess what the heck happened there? I have no idea. 4 minutes left in the third. A pass to Ja'Cour Pearson. For a gain of about 3. It's 3rd down now. Here we go. Ben DiNucci to the left. And it's caught by Blake Jackson, but they're short of the 1st down. And they were only a few yards short of the field goal range marker. And so I have a feeling that they're going to punt right here. Great coverage by Brandon Sebastian on the Battlehawks. Oh, they're going to go for it. 4th and 2. Ben DiNucci drops back a little. He's going to scramble, and he's going to go. He's going to rush down the sideline for a 1st down. He could have kept going, but, that's... He'll take it. He'll still take it. Ben DiNucci from Alabama. That was a nice play by DiNucci. He's a scrambler. He likes to take the ball himself. He's like Jalen Hurts. He's 13 for 18, 130 yards, and a touchdown. Rushed for 24. He's gonna rush again. Oh, he made a few guys. Wow, there were a couple of guys on him, and he escaped both of them. Wow. Maybe he could teach women a few things. You know what I mean? Because women, get harassed by men a lot. So if he could escape, 2 defensive linebackers, maybe he could teach a thing or two to women across the world. And wait, what happened there? What happened there? Hold on. Wait a minute. It's 2nd and 3 after that after that play. They hand it off to Morgan Ellerson. Then Ellerson. No way. No way. No way. No way, Ellerson dropped the ball again. Nate Meadors got away with the ball there. They're gonna check and see if Morgan Ellerson dropped the ball on the rush. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He got the first down, and St. Louis just wanted that call to come true. But unfortunately, that didn't happen for them. And Morgan Ellerson just rushed again for another few yards. Wait, Ellison. Hold on. I've been calling him Ellerson. It's Ellison? Oh, gosh. I started calling him Ellerson because, for whatever reason, I don't know. Ben DiNucci on the 2nd and 6 play here. He's going to rush again. That's going to be good for a first down. So Ben DiNucci has rushed for quite a few yards in this game against the Battlehawks. They're going to run down the clock to the end of the third quarter. And Ben DiNucci is doing a little tomahawk chop there. I don't know what for. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And so the St. Louis Battlehawks have been forcing turnovers, not making much of those turnovers. They've been getting denied left and right. Literally, Gary Jennings was denied on both the left and right sides of the field. And the Seattle defense is just not letting A.J. McCarron and the St. Louis offense, they're not exactly giving them an easy time there. So let's skip through these commercials. That Charmin commercial with the bear, Ben DiNucci's angry for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. What happened? I mean, he got the first down, surely, right? So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I guess they were just running out the clock. I don't know. Oh, they didn't get the first down. Okay, so they tried a quarterback sneak, and it didn't work. And I think there might be a fourth down. And there's Kevin Atkins, once again, running off with the ball. And Ben DiNucci is going to watch from the sidelines as they hopefully make this field goal here at the top of the fourth quarter. After an unsuccessful QB sneak. At least I think that was a QB sneak. I guess they're trying to figure out if that QB sneak was successful or not. Taking a long time doing that, but it didn't look like they made it there. Looked like they were short. Oh no! Wait a minute. That's a Seattle turnover. That's a Seattle turnover, and I think Ben DiNucci fumbled it because Kevin Atkins. Yeah. Okay. Because now the Seattle or the St. Louis Battlehawks are starting another drive, and I think that was Kareem Walker there. That was Kareem Walker. Number 0. Did I see a W there? I mean, his dreads make it impossible to read. Kareem Walker with... Oh, yeah, that's Walker. That's Walker on his jersey. Kareem Walker. Let me see that play again. So Kareem Walker is 0. That's crazy. Kareem Walker. Let me see this play again. So it's 1st and 10. Battlehawks hand off to Walker. Walker is just going to push. Keep pushing against this Seattle defense. All the way for a 1st down and then some. So that was a dramatic turn of events there. First, I thought Ben DiNucci got the 1st down, and then he didn't. And then, and then they got the quarterback sneak. At least they attempted a quarterback sneak, and that was unsuccessful. And Battlehawks just got a penalty, a 5-yard penalty there. It's 1st and 15. A.J. McCarron to the right. Oh! That was a completed pass to Darius Shepard, but there's multiple flags on the field. What happened there? On the offense, pass interference by the Battlehawks. Okay. Wow. Well, there's Kevin Atkins with, I think, 2 fumble recoveries, I think. Wow. All right, then. Well, now it's 1st and 25. So they got a 10-yard penalty there. Oh, okay, what happened? Oh, I think Anthony Beck called a timeout. So the Battlehawks are going to use their 2nd timeout of the half. All right. I don't want to order Popeyes. At least not right now. Now I'm watching a Paxlovid commercial. I think that might be for COVID-19. Oh, I'm sorry. I just said the name of COVID-19. Am I going to get canceled by YouTube? Seattle holding on to a 12-point lead. But the Battlehawks... Oh, wait. The Battlehawks are challenging The Battlehawks are challenging a play there. I don't know. I don't know what for. St. Louis is calling a challenge. Can they replay the play so that I know what they're challenging? I mean, it might have been like on one of those penalties. But I think they lost the timeout there because nothing's happened, and the Battlehawks are still at 1st and 25, so they just unfortunately they're down to one timeout remaining in the second half of the game, and so that's the supposed pass interference call on Darius Shepard. Lyndon Stevens was covering him, but I guess they were just unsuccessful. And now it's 2nd and 21. Kareem Walker makes a nice little run there. Now it's 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 11. A.J. McCarron tries to care about making a run to the Seahawks. I'm sorry, the Sea Dragons. Jesus. The Sea Dragons end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for Gary Jennings. He couldn't get it, but there's a flag on the field. A.J. McCarron almost got sacked. There was a Seattle defender just running right at him. And I think that might be... Oh, wait, no. The flag is on the offense. Illegal use of hands on the Battlehawks. What? But the penalty is declined. So I don't know what... I don't know what illegal use of hands. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who was it called on? They didn't say. 4th and 11. They're going to punt. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. There we go. The punt. And the return by Seattle. Nope. It's going to drop at the 34-yard line. All right, then. See, St. Louis, after a bunch of penalties, after a fumble recovery by what was his name? What was his name? Hold on, let me check real quickly. Kevin Atkins, right? And after a bunch of penalties, bunch of flags, they still have to punt. Sea Dragons offense. Let's see here. First half, 22 plays, 159 yards, 0 turnovers, 12 points. Second half, 14 plays, 66 yards, and 3 turnovers. So, I mean, it's still... There's still a full 12 minutes left in the game. So, let's... the turnovers were bad, but hey, there's... what's his name? Damian Willis. No, that's Morgan Ellison. 25, not 1-5. 2nd and 9. Ben DiNucci looks to not turn the ball over yet again. 11.5 minutes left in the game. DiNucci to the right. And he's going to get... Oh, boy. My goodness, Blake Jackson with the reception. He's only able to make a few, maybe like 3 yards there. 3rd and 5. 11 minutes left in the game. There's Donnie Abraham, the DC for STL. DiNucci to the left. Incomplete. Blake Jackson couldn't get it, and that's a 3 and out. Oh, boy. That went by really quick. That went by really quick. Hold on. First off, Morgan Ellison could only make 1 yard. And then who was that on the 2nd down play? Blake Jackson couldn't make anything, or could only make a 4 yards there. And incomplete, intended for Blake Jackson. That's a 4th down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So Seattle's gonna punt yet again. They cannot score. And so it's up to the Seattle defense to see if they can stop St. Louis from potentially winning the game. And so St. Louis is going to start their newest drive here. I think close to the 30-yard line. And I do not plan on using Carvana. The basketball finals are coming up. The NBA finals, I mean. So I might watch that. Maybe. Looking at a Ferris wheel in Seattle. Here we go. Seattle leads by 1 point, 12-11. They're looking to tie up both teams' records there. Seattle was 0-1. They're looking to win their first win of the season in their own home stadium. A.J. McCarron starts his new drive. And that's going to be a 1st down. 1st down reception by, what's his name? What is his name? What is Austin Prohl? Prowell? I think it might be Prowell. I don't know. Prowell sounds better than Prohl. A.J. McCarron to the right. Mateo Durant makes a few yards. 2nd down. Austin Prohl, the nice little sideline reception. 2nd and 6. St. Louis looking to score on this drive, deliver a crushing blow to Seattle, and they get the first down thanks to Mateo Durant with a rush. They are so close to Seattle territory. They're at the 49. I think it's the 49 at least. Oh, they're right at the 50. All right then. A.J. McCarron. Hakeem Butler. That's going to be 5 yards. Maybe 6. Maybe 7. I don't know how to count. I think it might be 6. I'm betting on 6. What's it going to say here? Oh, it was 6. 2nd and 4. Okay. 8 minutes left in the game. Here we go. A.J. McCarron to the left again. Oh, incomplete. Intended for, what was his name? Mateo Durant. 3rd and 4. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What's going to happen here? Can somebody score? Anybody. Please. 3rd and 4. Here we go. McCarron. Down the middle. Hakeem Butler with a nice reception. He's going all the way for a touchdown. Battlehawks. How many yards was that? How many yards was that? A 44-yard touchdown reception by Hakeem Butler. A spectacular play. And I said, somebody score, and they scored. Butler, 44-yard touchdown. And they're going to go for 2 points to make their score go up to 19. Here's AJ. To the right, Hakeem Butler. Oh, could not hold on to that ball. They're stuck at 17. So can Ben DiNucci spoil the, what do you call it? Spoil the expectation here? Can he prevent history from repeating itself? Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anthony Becht is doing some sort of motion with his hand. He's eating corn on the cob. Ben DiNucci is going to look to take the lead here at Lumen Field. The punt. The return. And he's going to go out at the 26. That was, who was it? Blake Johnson? Is it Blake Johnson? Is it Blake Johnson? Is it Blake Johnson? Is Blake... Oh, Blake Jackson. Oh, sorry. Okay. Ben DiNucci. Can he do it? Right here. The Battlehawks have gone 17 points unanswered. DiNucci. Down the middle. Oh, complete pass. For about 7 yards. to Damian Willis, the wide receiver out of probably not Troy, because that's what it says on my iPad. I'll tell you who Kareem Butler is from. He's from Iowa State. All right, and he made that touchdown. Here's DiNucci scrambling. He's trying to rush for a first down, but he's taken down by Mike Rose. And now the Seattle Sea Dragons are 1 yard away from keeping this drive alive. Are they going to do it? 6 minutes left to go in the game. Seattle. DiNucci. To the right. Oh, broken up by Mike Hampton. So it's a 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. DiNucci's got some blood on his hand. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So they're 1 and 1. 1-4-1 on on 4th downs. DiNucci drops back. Oh, misses Ja'Cour Pearson for a first down. Jim Haslett is shaking his head. Anthony Becht is going crazy. DiNucci slings it, but he missed Ja'Cour Pearson. And St. Louis has the turnover on downs in Seattle's own territory. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mateo Durant with the reception there. They're at the Seattle 30-yard line. 2nd and 4. Mateo Durant. Gain of 3. Oh, gosh. The Seattle defense is going to try to do its best. After a failed 4th down conversion, St. Louis is 1 yard away from a 4th down, and Mateo Durant gets tackled far out behind the line of scrimmage. Tuzar Skipper made the tackle. There you go. And that'll set the Battlehawks back. But it comes down to Donald Hageman. Lines up for a 50-yard attempt. The kick is up and it's good. It's no good. Wait a minute. It's no good. But it was dead center. Did it come up short? I think it came up short. Because that looked like it was going in. Wait, what happened there? Did he doink it? Did he doink it again? No way. Did he doink it? No, I think it just came up short. Yeah, no, it came up short. Yeah, it came up short. It was headed in the right direction, but it just came up short. By the way, some shocking news coming out of Los Angeles. Bobby Wagner has been released by the Rams. Ben DiNucci hits a dime to Josh Gordon's. And they're in St. Louis Battlehawks territory. His last name is Gordon, not Josh Gordon's. A dime down the middle to Josh Gordon. Gets taken down at the 25-yard line. This is big. 33 yards. Bobby Wagner, please come back to Seattle. DiNucci hands it off. Morgan Ellison. Oh, they're on a comeback. They are on a comeback right here. June Jones is going to try to make the Battlehawks sad for come June. Yeah. Okay. Oh, timeout taken by Seattle. Oh no, that's not a timeout. It's just a 2-minute warning. Okay. 2nd and 5 after a dime made by Ben DiNucci to Josh Gordon, the NFL veteran in this league. Okay. Let me like blow my nose real quickly. Actually, I'm not gonna blow my nose because that's gross. I'm just gonna wipe it, which might be even grosser. But hey, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Hold on. Let me just. So hold on. Wait a minute. So St. Louis doinked the field goal at the top of the second half. And they still... Hold on, let me go back here. Yeah, they dunked the field goal. But Donald Hagman still made a field goal the next St. Louis drive for 44 yards. And St. Louis missed field goal attempt. And Seattle, with 2 minutes left on the clock, is going to try to take the lead to win the game. Ben DiNucci, there he is. Jim Haslett. Oh boy. You know, I've been charging my iPad this entire time, and it's only at 89%. Isn't that crazy? I think it's had enough juice for one session here. Oh boy. It's 8:44 where I'm at. I'm going to have a few slices of pizza that my parents brought home from Costco. So here we go. Seattle. At the St. Louis 22, Ben DiNucci. To the right, he's got Ja'Cory Pearson. He's got a first down. All right, then. All right. And so the clock stops on first down. So it's 1 minute 54 seconds left. They're at the 10. First and goal. Ben DiNucci. Snap. To the left. Intended for Pearson, but it was broken up by Ben DeLuca. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Second down. Second and goal, I should say. Oh, boy. Can they do it? Everything right here. Ben DiNucci hands it off. Nope. Is going to fake the handoff. Oh. And that was a broken up pass. By Mike Hampton. Third and goal. The game is on the line right here. If they don't get this, they risk losing the game. Ben DiNucci is going to feel the pressure, almost get sacked. He's going to pass it to Morgan Ellerson, but he's going to get taken down at the 8-yard line. Fourth and goal. Jim Haslett's going to call a timeout. Good call. Good call. Can they prevent history from repeating? Can they spoil another St. Louis comeback? DiNucci and the offense meets up with Haslett and June Jones. As he's gotten his hoodie up. And DiNucci looks to win the first game in his XFL 2023 season. They're 1 for 2 on fourth downs. They have to get the touchdown right here if they want to win. Here it is. The game on the line. The snap. DiNucci drops back. He looks. It is complete! Jordan Vesey for 6. Seattle takes the lead by 1 point. They're up. It's 18-17. Jordan Vesey with the touchdown reception for 8 yards. Oh my goodness. After 7 plays and 60 yards, Jordan Vesey and Ben DiNucci came through in the end, and they might go for 3 right here. They're going to go for 3 points to take their score up to 21. DiNucci drops back, feels the pressure, broken up. And so Seattle stays at 18-17. Oh boy. Oh boy. So St. Louis is 1 point away from victory. Spectacular catch by Jordan Vesey. They missed their 3-point attempt. Ben DiNucci he looks angry. No, he's just hyped up. He's just like, he looks angry, but he's just like, yeah, we did it. We did it. And now it's up to the Seattle defense to hold on to their 1-point lead. Here's the St. Louis return. It's going to be Darius Shepard down at the 23. And who is that? Ron Zook was getting interviewed, and not much time for that. Seattle. VC 8-yard touchdown reception. Here's A.J. McCarron with a rush. He's going to go for a first down at the 35-yard line. Their own 35-yard line. Am I still recording? Let me check. I am. I've been at this for almost 2.5 hours. This has been a good game. Not the best game. But it's okay. Defense showed up today. Both teams. A.J. McCarron is going to feel the pressure. He's going to rush. And he's going to try to look for somebody, but he's going to get another first down. 58 seconds to go. So I think they're at the 45. Maybe the 47. All right, Bruce Gradkowski. We're able to see him through that awkward crotch shot. A.J. McCarron to the right. Intended for George Campbell. Couldn't hold on to the ball. Oh, he had that. He could have had that. Couldn't catch it. So now it's 2nd and 10. 53 seconds left on the clock. Paused off an incomplete pass. A.J. McCarron drops back, looks down the middle, and there he is. A complete pass to George Campbell for a first down. 46 seconds left on the clock. Oh boy. Oh boy. Why is the clock running still? Why is it running? It's down to 35 seconds. They're going to hand it off to Walker. Walker, he made it to the field goal marker. They're down to 20 seconds. 2nd and 3. A.J. McCarron. Way deep down. Overthrows. Intended for Austin Prohl. 7 seconds left on the clock. It's 3rd and 3. I say just go for a field goal here. If St. Louis wants to win, They got to go for a field goal. Well, they're 1 yard behind field goal range, so, maybe that's why they're going to go for it. A.J. McCarron feels pressure. George Campbell. Austin Prohl made the first down. They're well within field goal range. 3 seconds left on the clock. Battlehawks take a timeout, their final timeout of the game. Seattle hasn't used any of their 2 remaining timeouts. And so Austin Prohl makes the catch there. And Donnie Hagman approaches. He doinked a field goal. He missed a 50-yarder. I think he's 2 for 2. That's Donnie Hagman, the third, for 40 yards. Seattle calls a timeout. Donnie Hagman missed the 40... What was it? The 40... Wait a minute. I don't know how many yards it was when he fell short. I think it said 40 yards. But this is him for 44. And here he is, Donnie Hagman for 44 to win the game. The St. Louis Battlehawks are going to win their second game in the XFL season 2023. The St. Louis Battlehawks won 20-18 against Seattle. Seattle repeated history with a dominant first half, falling short in the second. St. Louis has done it again. They've made a comeback. Their second comeback of the season. They held strong. They held high. And they won with a field goal by Donnie Hagman, the third. And so St. Louis, in handing Seattle's second loss of the season, wins their own second at Lumen Field. And the fans are just clearing out of the stadium. Anthony Becht looks very happy. St. Louis wins 20 points to Seattle's 18. Very nice game this time around, and that's going to be it. That's the final score. Another disappointment for Seattle. It's not what you want. They definitely could have won that. They've had a lot of opportunities to score, and they didn't. And when St. Louis missed their own opportunities to score, they couldn't help their own ends, you know. A disappointing start to the Seattle Sea Dragons season in the 2023 season of the XFL. Anyways, that's going to be it for this announcement, you know. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that you know, whoever you were rooting for won, and I hope that whoever you root for this coming weekend wins. All right. Oh man, what a disappointment for Seattle. They really could have won that, but oh well. I'm gonna eat some pizza, and I'm gonna reflect on everything that just happened right there. So thank you for tuning in and watching this broadcast of the Seattle Sea Dragons versus the St. Louis Battlehawks. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Albert Orange, saying take it easy and go breezy. That was awkward. All right, bye.